Hi everyone! Welcome back sa .NET Core tutorial series natin. So, for this episode, ang gagawin natin is mag-a-add tayo ng static files sa application natin. So, static files yun yung mga images, mga CSS files, yun yung mga styles, and at the same time yung mga JavaScript or mga libraries like Bootstrap. So, at the same time mag-a-add tayo ng konting design sa ating application. Feel ko medyo naboboring na kayo sa itsura nung app natin. So, let's go ahead and open our application. So, sa application natin, sa project, we have to create a new folder. So, itong folder na to tatawagin natin tong www root. So, ang purpose na itong folder na to is to contain or para dito ilagay yung mga static files natin, yung mga style sheets, yung mga JavaScript. So, after that, let's create a new folder. So, let's separate everything. So, lagay tayo ng CSS. Maybe we can add a new folder for JavaScript. Maybe add a new folder for libraries na pwede natin, let's say, install or lagay natin sa application natin. And maybe we can also add a folder for images. So, next is we need to add, since magde-design tayo or lalagyan natin ng konting style yung application natin, we have to add a CSS file. So, we can, pwede naman natin gawin to inline, but mas magandang nakaseparate yung CSS natin para ma-reuse yung mga codes. So, we can add it here. Anyway, before we add it, um, we need let's install an extension first. So let's go ahead, click on extension sa taas, click on manage extensions. So sa online tab, when you search, let's search file. And anyway, naka-install na to sa akin. So what you just need to do is, makita nyo tong add new file. So, pag click nyo yan, kung di pa naka-install, makita nyo tong download. So, pag click nyo, then click on download. Close nyo yung, once ma-download, you have to close the solution and open it once again. Kasi kailangan niyang ma-restart muna yung Visual Studio bago ma-install yung extension. So, once na ma-install nyo yun, so, we can now add files easily sa ating project. So, let's say I wanted to add a CSS file here without like right click, add, etc. etc. I can just click on the folder, hold down the shift key, and yung press nyo yung F2. So, shift F2 and type natin yung file name. So, let's call it style, maybe style.css. So, after natin malagay yung style, we can now go ahead and open our views and go sa layout. So, kailangan natin ilagay yung style na nilagay natin. So, you can just link href. So, CSS and that's style.css. And rel is style sheet. So, you will notice na bakit ganito yung URL. So, or yung like directory kung paano ina-access um, yung CSS natin. So, you notice this one, it means na we are at the root folder. So, this one. So, nandito, we are trying to search in the root folder under the CSS folder, then the style.css. So, yun yung purpose na itong symbol na to kung baka maguluhan kayo or malito kayo. Next, after ma-install, since we have a navigation here, let's try to maybe enclose this into a nav. And let's put this inside the nav. So, move natin siya sa loob ng nav. And let's add some design. So, yung nav, let's see, let's add background color na, let's say, for the meantime, a black. Let's see if this will work. Let's run the application. Check natin kung mag-work. As you can see, it didn't work and we got some errors. So, hindi niya daw makita yung style.css. So, may kulang pa tayo sa middleware. So, we have to add sa middleware na app.use static file. So, basically, hinahanap niya yung file or hinahanap niya yung, let's say, yung docoding.ph/css/style.css. Hindi niya mahanap yun. Kasi, in the first place, yung middleware natin mostly is for routing lang. So, hindi niya alam na ang hinahanap natin is a static file. So, we have to say na dun sa middleware natin na we are also using static files. So, when let's say when someone try to visit, let's say a link or try to use this one, hanapin niya din sa root folder or hanapin niya yung ina-navigate niya dito sa root folder natin. So, basically that's the purpose of use static files na middleware. So, let's run the application. And let's see. There you go. Kita nyo, black na yung let's say, yung navigation natin. So, let's add some basic design. So, actually, I'm not really good with colors. So, let me just open my browser. And let me just Google, I think, the material design. So, I just want to use some colors here. So, here, color, and let's see. Magandang kulay na pwedeng gamitin. Can use this purple, blue, bang okay na color for the meantime. For navigation, we can use pink. Yep, how about this? I think maganda yung ganitong color. Medyo black, gray black, something. So, let's see. Ano bang may colorway ba siya dito? Oh, I think this one. I think this is a good color here. So, let's try to use them. So, let's go ahead. Yung background would be etong kulay na to. So, yung itong reply blue. So, that's 344955. So, that's a hex code, by the way. So, let's use 344955. I remember 955. Let's see. See our app. There you go. And then color, and next is we have to set yung link. So, mapapansin nyo dito sa layout, I'll select yung A tag dito sa loob ng nav. So, to do that, I'll say na lahat ng nav na lahat ng A tag under ng nav, I'll want na yung color nun, yung text color, let's say, is white. So for now, let's see. Refresh. There you go. It's white. And let's center this. So basically, my favorite tong gamitin lagi. So yung display flex. Then, justify content natin siya sa center. And gusto ko din naka-align siya sa center. Let's see if this will work. There you go. Next, masyadong maliit yung color or yung navigation. Let's increase the height. So, let's say 50 pixel. Let's minimize that. Refresh. There you go. And let's see. Let's add some padding. So, para magkaroon ng spacing tong dalawang to. So, say padding. Maybe 15 pixel. Not sure, or 5. 15. Let's try. There we go. And ayoko nang may underline. So, you can say na text decoration na wala. So, ayoko nang may underline yung URL natin or yung navigation, yung mga link. So, there you go. So, next, actually, I don't want the font. So, let's replace the font. So, actually, I believe ang ginagamit ng material is Roboto CSS. So, I think this one, let's see. Yep. So, di ko alam yung URL nun. So, let me just use this. So, we can use that on our CSS. So, let me stop this for the meantime and include this here para magamit natin yung font na Roboto. So, try natin again. And let's see. Font. To change the font family, and kung ano pangalan ng font. So, Roboto. And check natin ano itsura. There we go. Next, gusto ko, pag tinuto ko yung mouse, gusto ko na parang nase-select siya or parang may nangyayari. So, let's add some design for that. So, go ahead. Let's use a pseudo class for this. So, na a tag na kapag hinover yung a tag, gusto ko na yung let's say background color. Palitan natin background color. Let's go back sa ating UI, this one. So, ganito yung color. So, 232F34. So, that's 232F34. Let's see. Let's refresh. And there you go. As you can see, medyo maganda na itsura natin. Yung itsura nung navigation or nung website. Next, mapapansin nyo medyo hindi dikit yung navigation, may spacing sa taas, sa gilid. So, let's fix that. Let's add a margin sa body. So, margin na 0. Let's see. Yon. So, kita nyo na dikit na siya sa taas and wala nang spacing sa gilid, sa dalawang gilid niya. So, I think okay na yung navigation natin. What we can do next is let's add some additional design. So, let's add some, let's say, a header. Usually, ganun naman yung mga blogs. So, let's see. I need some image na maganda. So, header image PNG. I think. So, let's Google some images first. Yung medyo bagay. Let's search for some images here na maganda. Let's see. Ano ba magandang image dito? Wala akong mahanap na maganda. Actually, let's just use anything here na medyo dark. I think this should be good. 193 lang yung height. No, don't want that. Let's have something dark. Header image na dark. See, wala akong mahanap. Header image. How about this one? Okay kaya to. Oh, this one. This is cool. Pwede na siguro to. So, let's open this link and save this image. Up. Save image as. Save natin siya dun sa image folder natin. Sa root. Send image. Let's call it header image .jpg. That's fine. Save. And close this one. Close this. Close this. Let's go back sa ating application. So, balik tayo sa layout. No, should not layout. I think sa home. So, sa homepage natin, let's add a div. And this would be, let's give it a class name na, what can we say? Header, maybe image, img. That should be fine. And title nung blog natin. So, let's say, let's add a span and call it Doi Coding PH. Something like that. That should be good. Next, let's see. Run natin. Ano itsura neto? There you go. Sobrang basic pa din. Let's go back sa layout. On style. Let's add a selector for header image. So, add tayo ng style for header image. So, let's give it a background image na let's use yung dinownload natin. That should be the image. Header image. Bakit hindi siya naka-enclose? Let's see how it looks. Hindi makita. And I think we need some height. Maybe 200 pixels should be enough. Yeah, there you go. Next is, let's say na background position should be center. Background, I forgot that. Repeat. Yep. It should be no repeat. So, that should be good. Next, center natin tong font na to, yung Doi Coding PH. So, we have a span inside. So, actually, to center them, like we can just use our hack here. So, display flex, justify content center, align item center. So, refresh, nakagitna na. Next is, pagawin natin yung kulay nung span, nung header, nung Doi Coding. So, yung span sa loob ng header image. So, I want the color to be white. And yung font would be Roboto ulit. Siyempre, may tayo kay robot. And let's see how it will look like. Up. I think we can increase the size into maybe 50 pixel. Oops, that should be cool. Meron na tayong magandang header. So, Doi Coding PH. We have the good header now. Next is, let me stop the application and design natin yung mga blogs, yung mga article na nakikita sa homepage. So, let's see. So, we have a div here. So, let's add a class name for this, let's say, blogs container. Yep. So, ito yung magiging container nung lahat ng mga article, mga post nung sa blogs. So, ayaw ko na gamitin itong UL. For the meantime, remove natin to. Actually, we don't need to remove it. Kailangan lang natin palitan. So, instead of li, let's make it a div once again. So, and instead na view yung nakasulat dito, yung title mismo ilagay natin. And this time, let's add a paragraph. Let's say this is for the content. Yep. That should be it. And I want to name this as post. Maybe post. So, blogs, container, ito yung lahat. Parang sa listahan. So, let's just say post container na lang. And this one will be, let's call it post dash title, maybe. This one will be post dash content. So, yan yung mga class name nila para lang madaling intindihan. So, next is center. We have to center the post na nakikita natin. So, run muna natin. And let's give it a couple of seconds. Yep. So, ito yung mga posts. So, let's, for the meantime, add muna tayo ng mga posts. Maybe create a new one. Test 3. Hahaha. Add natin lahat. Submit. And let's go back. There you go. So, let's add some design here. Let's go back sa style. CSS. And let's say na yung blog container. Syempre, yung favorite natin gawin. I want that once again display flex. So, refresh. And as you can see, di maganda tingnan. So, naka horizontal. So, we need them to be in vertical. So, from top to bottom, yung itsura niya. So, what we can do is, since we are using display flex here, we can, I think we can go ahead use the orientation or direction. Sorry. So, let's try to use the column. So, refresh. Yep. And let's add a max width here na maybe, gano'n ba kalaki maganda? 800 pixel. Let's say. Refresh. There you go. And let's say a margin na auto. There you go. So, as you can see, why is this like this? Yeah, because naka-justify content center. Next is, what we can do is go ahead and update yung post container. So, pusa ako. Post container would be, let's see, let me close this one for the meantime. Gusto ko yung post container may padding. So, for the meantime, let's try to do this. So, if you want like a live feedback nung pagdi-design, you can like inspect element here, right click, inspect element sa Chrome, or since I'm using Edge, right click inspect. So, here, let me update. Okay, may padding na say 15 pixel. Up. Height na let's say 200 pixel. Masyado malaki. Masyado malaki yung 200 pixel. Shoot. Gano'n kaya kalaki dapat? 100? Yep, 100 should be good. And let's see. Display. Inline block. Actually, this is not good. Let's see. We can then remove margin auto. Nope. Yep, this one. So, we can remove align item center. So, align item center. Then, and you go back sa post container. Don't need this. I'll use padding and a height of 100 pixel para sa container. And let's see, refresh natin. Why happening once again? Align items is removed. Where did I put it? This one. I think ni-remove ko sa... Yep, this one. And ito yung di ko na-remove. So, remove this. Let's refresh. Yep. So, i-coding. And let's update yung font na ito. Pangit tignan. So, let's see. Magandang color. That should be post title. Dash title. Color would be... Let's see. Ano ba magandang color? Na-close ko na kasi yung medyo gray. Para dark. And ayoko nang may underline. So, I think underline would be good here. Para lang may distinction. So, yep, font family. Favorite natin font. Roboto. And font dash size. Let's see. 20 pixel. That good enough? Yep. It's good enough. And let's say impose description. I think that's content. Let's make it font family Roboto. Fresh. There you go. So, yeah, medyo maganda na yung design natin. So, medyo kaakit-akit na tignan. So, it should be okay. Let's try to design yung login. So, let's go back. So, yung login is under ng auth. Login.cshtml. Let's add a div here. In the meantime, pack the form is under this. So, let's call this login dash container. And yung form, let's give it a class of login dash form. Diba? That should be perfect. And run natin. Check natin kung may nabago. Wala. So, let's see. Let's go back sa style. Let's give it anyway, kapag nag-add tayo ng class name, this one, so mapapansin nyo class login container or yung mga class na ginamit natin earlier. Para ma-select nyo siya using CSS, yung ma-designan nyo siya, you have to add the dot. That means we are using the class name. So, kapag hashtag yung ginamit mo dyan, that means you are selecting, let's say, I didn't use class here, I use ID. So, pag hashtag yung ginamit mo nilagay, hashtag blogs container, that means you are selecting an element with an ID of blogs container. So, ganun yung logic behind CSS. So, I think may mas magaganda pang tutorial for CSS na mas maiintindihan nyo. But for now, since this is mainly .NET Core tutorial, di tayo di natin siya masyado itatackle. So, yep. Let's continue. So, login container. Display flex once again. Align. Gusto ko naka-center. So, center. Justify. Content should be center. And I want a max width of 500 pixel. Let's see. Refresh. Oh, sorry. It should be that. since this is a class name. Let's see. Let's see what we can do for now. If I add margin auto, yep, should work. So margin auto, and let's refresh. Margin auto. Next is gusto ko pababa rin yung itsura nitong username, password, and sign in. So what we can do next is yung login form. Gusto ko yung, syempre, display flex once again. So, by the way, this is Flexbox. So, pwede nyo i-google kung paano nagwo-work yung mga properties na ginagamit natin. Next is, I want this once again to be centered. I want them to be centered. But, this time, we will be using flex direction. So, I think I've used that earlier. So, ito. So, flex direction would be column. So, yung default is row. So, ang itsura niya, let's say, may container ka. Let's say, ito yung container mo. So, ang default settings niya is yung kada, let's say, div mo or lahat, kada element mo, pa-row siya. So, puro pa ganyan. Yan. But, kapag sinet mo yung flex direction into column, so, magiging pa ganyan. Yan. So, yan yung idea. So, let me close this. Let's refresh. There you go. And actually, ayokong nakacenter yung text. We can actually remove this one. Yup. Harap perfect. So, what? Yep, this one. Fresh. Uy, ano na naman, hindi na. Sorry. It should be this one, the form. Fresh. Let's see. There we go. Next is, let's see, admin, sign in. Yup, there you go. I think that should be good. For now, hindi muna natin didesignan yung admin panel. Maybe it's on another episode. Masyado nang mahaba yung episode for this. So, for now, let's stick with ano yung usually nakikita nung regular user. So, syempre, hindi naman sila nagla-login. So, ito yung makikita nila. So, yep. Think what enhancement, ano pang pwede natin gawin? Yeah, this one. So, notice na pag nagtatype ng password, nakikita yung password. So, ano natin siya gagawing like asterisk yung sa mga common websites. So, what we can do, since this is a powerful framework, since we are using .NET Core, we can actually add an attribute dun sa password. So, let's go sa models. Click on view models and yung login view model. Let's add here a data type. So, syempre mag-error yan kasi hindi niya alam. So, import nyo lang to. System component model data annotation. And we have to indicate kung ano siya. So, that should be a data type na password. And automatically, it will be set for us. So, let me run it para ma-compile. Let's see. Login, admin. There you go. So, you can see, asterisk na yung password and merong mata para makita mo yung password. So, yep, that's it. I think that covers some basic styling and paano mag-add ng static files like CSS and images. So, if you have any other questions, just leave a comment sa comment section. So, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon para ma-notify kayo kung may upload ako for the next episode. So, see you on the next episode, boys. Bye-bye.